Hi, I'm Rebecca, and welcome to my podcast, Smashing Through with Rebecca.x. I am so excited you're here on this episode. Topics include life, business, mindset, full of kick-ass content and high energy. Enjoy the podcast, and remember, you too can smash through and keep going always. Reevaluation of situations and people, places, things, environments, and everything in your world is a massive, massive gift that you can give yourself. Reevaluating a situation, where you can go from 0 to 60 in 2 seconds, it is all about knowing that you can always change the result or anything of trials and tribulations, a crisis, an argument, a debate, or whatever it is. So what you've got to do is have a look at what fulfills you. What's the end goal for you? You don't necessarily need to rise to the occasion of being in an argument, putting yourself in that situation, putting yourself in that arena to be attacked, whether it be social media or actually in your own world, because a lot of that can bring a lot of negative vibes and a lot of negative energy towards you that you actually don't want, don't need. And so if you're experiencing that, you need to release and let go of all of that. You get to choose what you do and don't do. You get to choose what you do and don't say. And so when you can reevaluate situations and call them out for what they are and go, okay, so what's the lesson I need to learn? You are actually then choosing you, which is absolutely incredible and wonderful. But you're also choosing your peace, your mindset, your energy, what goes on in your world. You're setting boundaries. You're saying yes to things and no to other things. And it is all about releasing and letting go, clearing the blocks and letting go of all of those toxic thoughts, emotions, feelings, beliefs and values that are actually hurting you deep inside. So it's that saying about, drinking poison and expecting the other person to, all of that. I don't know the exact words of the quote, but you've probably heard it before, so you can go on your search engine and go and have a look. But it's like you can't expect everyone to think like you or do things like you, because they are themselves and they have their own journey and path to really maneuver through and go through and work through, and they've experienced things that you haven't, and also vice versa. So with reevaluating situations, environments, people, places, all of this stuff, it actually gives you a chance to change the course, to change the direction, to change the trajectory of where you're going, what you want to feel, what you want to do, how you want to experience this, so that you can understand yourself a little bit more, so that you can choose you and say yes to your mindset, yes to your clarity, yes to you being certain on what you will and won't allow, and actually knowing that you are paying attention to yourself. You are actually changing everything, and you are trusting within yourself that you know the answers. Okay? Because moving forward in your world, you might not want to hang out and be friends with people that you used to be friends with 5 years ago, 10 years ago. That old saying of, people mixing with the wrong type of people and stuff like that. Yeah, same goes when you grow up. Things happen and people may not be on the same path as you anymore. They're there for, a season, a reason, or a blessing, and that's it. And that's okay. And so what you need to do is, when you're reevaluating things, is going, okay, so can I forgive myself? Can I forgive them? Not necessarily you saying it to the face. You could write a letter and then safely burn it or throw it away and shred it or whatever. But it's like, when you're reevaluating everything, it's like, what are the lessons that you've learned from this experience? How can you be better moving forward? What can you change? What can you actually do? What can you act upon? What can you actually do in order to set boundaries and to change your response or your reaction or wherever it is, because it is all about you and your energy and your mindset and your peace. That's 100% what it is. And so when you are reevaluating situations, it's like, okay, I could have handled that better. Not a problem. Can't rewind time, can't change it, can't edit it or tweak it. So what can I do moving forward? Well, I can do X, Y, and Z. Doesn't mean you get to necessarily speak to the other person, but you need to stand your ground in knowing that whatever it is that your belief and value is, that can also change. It can also be amplified, and it can also, be stronger than what it has been, because maybe you've allowed certain people to walk all over you. Maybe you've been people pleasing all this time, and now you're actually standing up for yourself and going, no, I don't want to do that anymore. And that's okay as well. You need to give yourself permission. Give yourself permission to say no, to give yourself permission to say yes, to give yourself permission to move in that moment and go, no, I've put up with this long enough. I'm putting the boundaries in place. If you can't accept that, bye-bye. And release and let them go and wish them well. That's okay. That could be for people, that could be for a job, that could be an environment, that could be anything. You have to make sure that you are always in balance with yourself. Now, balance is a word that a lot of people, some people don't like. I actually do, because it's in balance of what your life is. It's not necessarily 50-50. Everything can change. Things and people and situations can cause issues for you to be tested, for you to rise up and be a voice and actually make you snap sometimes because it's triggered you in a certain way. But other ways it can help you to grow and help you to shine a light on the dark of some work that you do need to heal from, because you thought you'd healed but you haven't. And so you're now kind of like hatching a whole new plan and a whole new thing going forward with what you do and don't want to do, what you will and won't accept. And you're not going to give everyone a green light or give them a pass to treat you like whatever it is before, because it's just not okay. Because you've moved, you've evolved, you've changed, you've expanded, you've grown, and you won't be bullied anymore, and you won't be spoken down to anymore, and you won't accept certain things. That doesn't mean you're coming from ego. It means that you've grown and you've actually taken a step forward in your confidence, in your self-respect, that you are setting boundaries for yourself, and that your life is worth living, and you are, worthy of all the goodness, all the respect, all the appreciation, all the love, all the kindness, all the happiness, joy, and everything. But it starts with you saying yes to you. So when you're reevaluating everything, just see what's in alignment with you as well, and change your world, change the environment, change the people if needs be, change whatever you need to do. But you need to do what's right for you. You need to do what's good for you. Don't just bimble along and put up with all of these people, places, things just because. Okay? You grow and expand, and you grow through what you go through. Okay? And something new and exciting is around the corner. Embrace it. You've got to be open to it. You've got to be there ready with open arms to go, yeah, I want this, I need this. It's incredible. It's amazing. Whatever it is for you. You know what I mean? But you have to give yourself permission in order to change a situation, in order to set those boundaries, in order to move forward, in order to mix things up and know that you are worthy of all the goodness, all the happiness, all of the great stuff. So step forward, put your armour on as you're doing the reevaluation of things and places and people and everything, and know that no one gets a green light to treat you like rubbish. I will leave my website addresses in the show notes. There's so much there that can help you, and I'm sending you lots of love, and I'll see you on the next one.